Walking through the towns in the morning, like this one here, it's just coming awake, as you can tell by the traffic. But I pass these cafes and it's really kind of nice. People are sitting around talking, and oh, the smell of the fresh baked bread. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, these little towns, I sure love them. People sitting around in the morning, just having their coffee and talking with their neighbors. Kind of beats Starbucks. I found the cemeteries here in Italy are really quite elaborate. I mean, I guess along the walls here, these are family for families. This goes on for quite a bit. This is very interesting to me. Trying to get hold of the camera here and steady your grip. Isn't this something? It really is quite a thing. And if you look on the ground here, there's some graves that seem extremely old. Well, this one here, the guy died the year I was born. Some of them, although they look old, have fresh flowers on them. Look at this. 1955. 1948. This one here, I can't even read the date. Small grave. Wonder if it's a child. Look at all of this. All these lives, all these people that have passed. I wonder how many people I wonder how many of these people are still remembered by others. Obviously, the people with the fresh flowers are. When I say remembered, I think of how many of these people, there's someone living that still remembers their voice, still remembers what they sounded like. Really doesn't take that long to have that forgotten. I know it's very difficult for me to remember the voice and the sound of my parents. How short life is. Well, I'm here in Pavia, at the end of a very long and very hot day. And behind me you'll see the famous Pavia's famous covered bridge. It's the end of the day for me, and I had crossed the bridge earlier and then went to my hotel and kind of got cleaned up. But boy, coming across this bridge, there was a breeze coming through here. Oh my God, it was so wonderful after such a hot day. And today was a really long day. It was about 17 miles. And in this heat, it was really coming into Pavia and getting hit by that nice cool breeze coming down the bridge was very nice. I didn't take a lot of pictures today because frankly, it was too hot and I was too much in a hurry to get here to Pavia. I knew it was a long distance, so I just wanted to get here quickly. So I got here quickly, and so now I'm just kind of wandering around and seeing a little bit of the town this evening, and then tomorrow I'll do more exploration. I guess somebody isn't moving as quickly as they have been. Others desire them to. So like I said, I didn't take a lot of pictures today. I was in a hurry to get here, and it was hot. But hopefully I'll make up for some of the things tomorrow. Talking about Pavia, though, you know, I've never heard of Pavia before. I would imagine that a good number of people haven't either who are listening to this. But you know, this looks like a great little place to visit. So I don't know, maybe if you're coming to Italy, we're not too far from Milan. Maybe if you're coming to Italy and you're up at the Lombard region, you can come check out Pavia. I'm going to do a little bit more, maybe make a few more pictures of the town, and I'll talk to you more tomorrow. You know, this must be the coolest place in the entire city. When I say cool, I'm referring to temperature, although it is pretty cool here. But no, this is actually comfortable. You don't feel the heat quite as much. So here I am in the midst of all these people in Pavia, Italy. And as I've been wandering the streets here, I've been thinking about the graveyard I saw earlier today. And you see all these people and all the talking and all the good times and the laughter and people busy doing their thing. And I think about those people in the graveyard and now they've basically lived their lives and now they're gone. And it reminded me of something that Marcus Aurelius had talked about how someday we're going to die, and then all the people that know us are going to die, and all the people that know them are going to die, and eventually everything about us, this is a cheerful message, isn't it? Everything, all the memories about us, the sound of our voice, our laughter, what our thoughts were, will all kind of be forgotten. I had mentioned that earlier when I was talking about the graveyard. And the thing is, you can take it in one of two ways. I mean, you might, in a sense, feel like you know, the shortness of life, and that might be depressing. But actually, it's quite the opposite. If you think about all the people that have ever lived, I think it's something like 80 billion people have lived and died, or at least have lived. But if you think about it, how many people can you really name? I mean, if you sat down with a piece of paper, how many people could you sit down and write their names? Real people, not fictional people, not like Brett Butler or Billy Pilgrim from Slaughterhouse 5, but real people. How many people do you think you could sit down with a piece of paper or several, and in one writing write them all down? I bet you it would be maybe a few hundred. I'd be impressed if it was 1,000. I'd be impressed if it was a couple thousand. But that's out of 80 billion people that have ever lived. And the point of it is that earlier on I had mentioned, a few days back, I had mentioned how everyone should choose what their meaning of life should be. They should choose who they want to be. And the point is that you get the one life and you get to live it the way you want. And if other people don't like it, it really doesn't matter. And maybe someday you'll be great, but maybe someday you won't. But in the end, we're all forgotten. And in the end, the only thing that really matters is that we live our lives on our own terms and that we fulfill what we see as our meaning in life. I think that's all that really matters, because in the end, we're going to be like those people that I saw today, just buried on the ground or in on some shelf someplace, and everybody that knew them are gone or have at least forgotten the sound of their voice. So it's up to you to live your life now, fulfilling the meaning you want to make your life to mean. Anyways, just a thought.